Hello, everyone. Welcome to another one of our streams. I am Pastor CJ Kent, and this is EVE Online, which decided to actually show up on screen before like 5 minutes had elapsed. So that's always a bonus, right? Um, as we discussed last night, we are doing a fundraiser. I don't know why I'm being invited to a conversation. Let's see what that's about. I think this might be a viewer. That's cool. Anyway, I'll just leave that in the background. Like I said, we are doing a fundraiser. Right now, it's for Answers in Genesis. They're an awesome organization that kind of like takes science and proves the history of the Bible, so that you know you can trust it. Very cool. They have the Ark experience and like a whole museum up in Kentucky. I've been there, it's awesome. And if you're of the sort that believes in Christianity and all that, you should definitely check it out, because it's very worthwhile. But anyway, that is up and available for anyone to donate to. If you want to make sure your donations go specifically to that, you want to click the donate button. Any like subscriptions or like bits and stuff, those still go to me personally, which thank you if you want to do that. But yeah, in order to donate to the cause, you want to click the donate button specifically, and that all goes to them. I don't even see that money, it just goes straight from it through Twitch and to the organization. So that's all that, and we're going to be continuing with the Sisters of Eve Epic Arc. And let me... what is daily alpha injector? Let's see. Gotcha. The holiday cheer. Okay, so this is a corp member. They've got some daily alpha injectors to give away to alphas, and I am an alpha, so that's a cool thing. So, Deandra Leanne, thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. But yeah, we're going to be going to finish off the Sisters of Eve Epic Arc. We only have like 13-ish missions, I think it was. And then we've got some storyline missions to also try to run. So we will try to hit those up. Yeah, so we'll finish up the arc, and then we'll do the distribution missions, and then we'll see what we can get up to after that. It looks like we might be giving away some alpha injectors to some corp mates, so... Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get on with the Sisters of Eve Epic Arc. Hang on, abort undocking, because I did not actually accept this guy's offer yet, so let's look at that. Okay, so there's all the story stuff. If you want to read that, you can pause and check that out. Can you pause streams? I know it would like ruins the live thing, so you'll be like a little bit delayed, but maybe you can. If you're watching on YouTube, you can definitely pause. So this is the text for the thing. There you go. And we are looking for Alright, we're going to try to acquire this mysterious statuette. And that's going to be in the system we're currently in, so that's easy enough. We'll accept this. They're going to give us a civilian relic analyzer. Yay. So I think we need to actually fit this to the ship in order to get this, which kind of sucks. So for now, I guess we'll pull off the small cap battery 2 and get our analyzer on there. I hate it so much because we're not stable like that, but yeah, let's go ahead and go do this. So bad. Civilian analyzer. Gotta love it. That's okay. We'll get refit after the mission. Get our cap battery back, no worries. But now... Okay, so this is Winter Nexus stuff. That's for later. By the way, it's Winter Nexus officially, so there you go. Congratulations, everybody, for all of that. Alright, so I need... my missions thing. Activities. I think there's a thing in here for the missions that we're currently on. Yeah. Okay, view mission. There's a dig site a little ways from here. A small cluster of asteroids containing artifacts. Okay, let's track this. There we go. Sometimes it doesn't pop up the thing, so I don't know why that happens, but... Also, I didn't actually look at the opportunities today. Earn 50 LP for any corporation. I think we'll be able to manage that tonight. Manufacture an item, we can probably do and scan 5 signatures. Not in this ship. So we're gonna have to make it back to our base to finish up one of these two, probably this one. I could try to damage another capsuleer, but I don't want to put this ship through PvP. It's not really designed for that. Okay, so let's go orbit this. Clearly there's some enemies to deal with first. And let's take care of them. Oh, I didn't turn the music on. What am I doing? There we go. Sorry, I've had like a headache for the latter half of the day, and I'm just like all over the place because of it. But there we go. We've got our music going now. Man, can't believe I forgot to do that. Sorry, guys. I'm like sitting here like, why is it so quiet? That's it. That's it right there. So yeah. It looks like I need to update my weekly follower thing also. So that's something for a later date, of course, but... And there's a new person here. Let's actually have them shift gears and kill the frigate first. There we go. Nope, not that. Frigate. Okay, so just go this way. Gotta wiggle my way through these rocks first. Let's orbit this like a lot closer, like 1,000. That should help. Howdy everyone, welcome to the stream. We are finishing up the Sisters of Eve epic arc tonight, and then getting on to some storyline stuff that we unlocked along the way. So let's go ahead and lock this. Pretty sure this is what we have to analyze. to get our hands on the mysterious statuette or whatever. Let's stop there. Hopefully I can hack this without too much trouble. Not like I do this all the time. There we go. Not too hard. Yeah, let's get in there. Loot all. Alright, now this should shift to dock, and let's go back.
Warp drive active.
Okay, now let's dock. See, I told you guys, I'm like all over the place tonight. We'll get there. We'll get there. Alright, so that's done. We'll turn that in and then see what they send us off to do next. But yeah, I was telling everyone at the beginning of the stream, we do have a fundraiser going until basically till it's done. I think they said you can't really turn them off once you start them, so it's just for $100, nothing too insane. But it is for Answers in Genesis, awesome organization that uses science to prove the history in the Bible, which is very cool. And an organization I followed and really respect for kind of a long time. So if it's something that you're interested in giving to, definitely do that. Should be a donate button there underneath. And of course, like, that's totally contingent on like you guys having the resources to do that. If you take care of yourself first, like, don't give away anything that you can't afford to give away. But yeah, so let's complete this mission. And now we can request a new one. Hopefully it doesn't involve using an analyzer. I need to acquire these items. Maybe? Honestly, I'm gonna leave it on because I don't know if I need it for this or not. But let's go undock and see. Let's warp to location.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so let's start targeting our things here. And this, we're literally... Let's go and orbit this at like 10k. That sounds good. And start targeting. Let's get our afterburner going. Kind of too far away from everything for them to care about us just yet, but they will here shortly. That's 6. That's 6. Okay, so there's like 8 ships here right now. Do I want to wait for them to target me, or should I just like attack them? Yeah, it's taking too long. Just attack them. I'll try to watch the drone health, make sure they're not getting hit by anything, but... Alright, well, these are going down pretty fast. for which I am thankful. Okay, so we can recall our drones. Okay, there is a cargo container, so let's go open that. I would guess that has what we're looking for. Some strange coded document. Jeez Louise. Corporate's been having a rough time, looks like. Alright, let's head back to dock, turn this in.
Drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay, back in base, let's go ahead and turn this mission in. It looks like we're officially done with the analyzer, so let's get the ship refitted back to how it's supposed to be. And I guess we'll just toss this in the cargo hold so we can drag it around as needed. But that's back to what it's supposed to look like, and let's... Okay, so we're reporting to a new agent. Let's set our destination, we're going to accept, and we're going to undock. Cool. Let's go ahead and jump to the next area.
Warp drive active.
Alright, on to the next system. Just a couple jumps, thankfully, not like a ton. This arc does have you jumping all over the cluster, it seems like. Okay, on to the next one.
Warp
This
drive
should be the last
active.
jump, and then we can dock up and see the... Well, it's not a new agent, it's the agent that sent us the one we were just working for, so... back to that agent, I guess, is where we'll be. There we go. Okay, and my corp mate's logging out, so I cut some alpha injectors to pick up later to distribute to some folks. That'll be fun, actually.
Warp drive active.
It's something nice to do, spread some Christmas cheer, so pretty cool. And it's they've got the winter events going on, so that kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense, so yeah, I don't know if I'll do that all on camera. That's probably more of a like off hours kind of thing. But yeah, like I said, I've got cool people in my corporation, and they do nice things for people a lot of the times. I appreciate them. Okay, so next on the objective list is this mission: defeat Taphos in trial by combat. Yeah, sure. Sounds cool. Let's go defeat whoever Taphos is. Also, I just noticed in this particular update, they have these little spotlight drones flying around your ship while you're docked up now, at least in the Minmatar stations. I don't know if all the stations are like that, but I super duper love it. It's so good. It's so good. It's an amazing... It's just a little aesthetic change. It's not like improving the quality of life, or it's not groundbreaking or anything, but like it's such a cool little visual detail, and I really love it. I'm assuming it's like the station's drones kind of inspecting your ship to make sure it's not damaged or whatever, and it's a really cool little feature, and I am a big fan of it. So CCP, awesome change, very good choice. Okay, let's go orbit this guy. Actually, we're gonna orbit super duper close, close as we possibly can. Wait for him to target us. Let's get the drones out. Good luck, Taphos. I think you're been nice dueling with you, I guess. There we go. Let's complete that remotely. The drones to come back in. Quest mission. Let's set destination, accept remotely, and close. And let's head that way. 22 jumps. Ugh. No. Oh, it's the furthest we have to go for this whole thing. There was really no chance of me finishing this last night. I see that now. I completely see that now. I'm like, I think I had like 19 missions left to go, and I had about 19 minutes left in the stream. I'm like, a mission a minute, we can do it. But no, if I've got to do 22 jumps in between two of those missions, there's no way I'm finishing those in a minute. So, doomed from the start, it seems. So I either need to get to the chase faster when I'm starting my streams to pull that off, or we need a faster ship. Now, this one seems to be taking care of the combat missions like super fast. They're just lickety split. So really, just something that does this travel faster. I might put together a ship that's specifically for the Sisters of Eve Epic Arc. So it's fast travel with like combat capabilities. And it wouldn't be a drone ship probably. I might go lasers so I don't have to carry ammo or anything. Maybe a coercer. I've got a couple of them like sitting around gathering dust, so that might be a good use for them. I'll have to take a look at that.
Drive active.
Because like the idea is to just as fast as you can. So yeah, that might be the way of it. And like I'd probably do a micro warp drive instead of an afterburner, just so I can shoot to my objectives super fast in mission. And then the hyperspatial velocity rigs in all 3 of the rig slots. So this part of the arc takes less time too. And be like a poor man's Sisters of Eve bit. Now I'm thinking about it. I think I could pull that off. I think that'd be pretty easy actually.
Active.
And I'm actually training like turret skills right now for the projectile turrets. Like obviously I have enough to fit what I have, plus a few more, but not like absolutely everything. The only thing I really have to do is train up like the laser turret specific skills, because like all the generic turret skills will already be trained by the time we have to run this again. What's funny is it's going to be like 3 months before I get a chance to try the fit and see how it performs. I think that'll be cool though. Gives me a valid use for the coercer. Like, because I'm doing drones, I just like, I got 2 of them from the starter missions, and I was like, I don't have any reason to use these. So might be fun to fit one up and try to run SOE in it. Let's do a jump here.
Drive active.
Honestly, I'm not even sure how much the alpha skill injectors are valued at. I know they're not like stupid cheap or anything, but kind of a nice gift. Maybe while we're warping, I'm gonna assume a small. Okay, 175 million basically. That's a good gift. Yeah, I like it.
Drive active.
The one thing I've been looking into for Eve and a couple other games is ways to like write little stories in game that I can distribute to other players through one mean or another. The only system that seems to work for that in Eve Online is well, partially. You have the notebook that you can take notes in personally, and there's enough room that you can do like captain's log entries or whatever. Just very, very short story segments. But I checked and there's no way to like link it in a chat or anything, so you can't really share them, which I think is something that CCP has missed on a little bit. I feel like notes would be a great thing to be able to share, not just for what I'm trying to do with them, but also just for like corp information and all of that kind of stuff. So So when I was looking, I know some people have a workaround where they'll like make a chat channel and set the note text, like whatever is in their note that they want to share, as the message of the day for the chat channel. So that's an interesting idea. So you just have a bunch of chat channels that you can share with people, and then they can get to your stuff that way. Seems like a weird way to do it, but I guess right now that's all we've got. So I might start committing some of the... I've been writing some of the captain's logs just for fun, and yeah, I might start moving them onto chat channels like that so I can share them with anyone who's interested. But that's the Eve version of it. And then I know I mentioned it in a previous stream. I don't know if it was last night or if it was like a couple nights ago, but I've been doing some Space Engineers also, which has been a lot of fun. And they actually have an item in game called the Datapad, which is basically a text editor. You can put in a title and then you get 1,000 characters, which is not very much. Yeah, compared to something like Minecraft's Book and Quill, which gives you 100 pages with 50 characters per page, that's... I guess that's only like 5,000 characters. That's still a lot more than 1,000. No, I'm way wrong. There's... I think you can write a lot more in the Book and Quill. Anyway, 1,000 characters is not a lot to work with. Even for like a short story format, like it's teeny tiny. This looks like a little gecko. That's... or like a lizard or something. That's kind of cool. Maybe a cat of some kind, like a meerkat. At any rate, it's cool. I like it. But yeah, 1,000 characters is not very much. You can still do like a captain's log entry if you're if you do it like more brief, like short form entries. But yeah, to do any kind of story in that amount of space, it's challenging. It's very challenging. Now you can introduce story elements into a world that doesn't have anything. Like you can put a data pad with like a final entry or something on a dead astronaut body when you're making a map, and that gives you some sort of lore that you can introduce, but it's not a lot. So I don't know. If anyone knows the developers of Space Engineers and wants to tell them to maybe increase the character limit for datapads, I mean, I'd be all about that. I'm sure it would be child's play to make some sort of mod to increase it, or to go into the files and just like edit the number of characters you can put in. But I'm the kind of player that likes to play within the vanilla game. So, like, I used to write stories in the Minecraft items, and it used to be limited to 50 pages, so I'd make my stories short enough to fit in the 50 pages. Now you have 100 pages, so the stories can be longer, but back in the day, you were a little bit more limited, so that's what I tried to stick to, and didn't really think about trying to increase it, but the fact that they did increase it, I'm happy about that. And I'd be glad to make some longer short stories to put into those. Something that's potentially on the horizon at some point. But like I said, the Space Engineers thing is something that is currently like on my mind, and just 1,000 is not a lot to work with. So that's a little rough. But I think there's also... like, I know you can put up TVs, and I think there's like blocks that you can put longer form text into. to display on the TV. So that might be a way to do the stories. And maybe the data pads are just like snippets, and then they give you the coordinates of the whole story. It'd be like the back cover of a book, gives you a summary and then like where to find the rest of the book. That's not a bad idea. Anyway, just brainstorming while we're doing these jumps. Not much else to do while you're jumping, unfortunately. I could try and do my project discovery. I like never touch that thing. I've seen some tutorials on it, and like I've done enough of it to get a couple of the prizes or whatever, but like I don't know, it's kind of boring to me. So of all the things that I sign into Eve to do, it's not really on the list for me. What was that? I missed it. I don't know, it looked cool though. But yeah, that's just it's not what I'm looking for when I sign into Eve. But more power to you if it's what you like to do. I'm not going to judge anyone for enjoying what they enjoy. It's just not something I enjoy. Now, will I eventually do enough of it to get the blueprints and stuff? Probably. Probably. But yeah, right now it's not on the priority at all. What's this? Ooh, strong volatile ice storm. Ice. Cool. Anyway, on to the next system. I knew that these were happening. I just didn't know where any of them were. So, apparently one of them is here in the Akiri system. So if you're looking for a strong volatile ice storm, there you go. There's one of them. So check it out. And if you're not looking for an ice storm, then I guess that's kind of pointless information for you. What is this? Minmatar Customs Commander. I'll have to check the ship thing because that's kind of a cool looking ship. I don't usually love the Minmatar ships, but that one's nice. Definitely on the larger side. Typhoon. Yeah, those are cool. Oh, no, no. I don't want to upgrade now. I want to close the ship tree so I can make the next jump while I'm looking at the Typhoon. Come on. This is a missile battleship. It's cool. Oh, it's pretty. Dang. I really kind of like it. I didn't want to, but I really kind of like it. Yeah, I definitely can't fly this. That's a fact. Oh. I kind of hate that I like it. That makes sense. That's a cool looking ship. I'm a fan.
Drive active.
Excuse me. Got some seltzer in my drink there, so brings up the burps every now and again. Oh man, this is a long number of jumps to get from one agent to the next agent. Like, I wish they did this in a better way.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, it seems silly to me, like, you're down in a Mars space for all of, like, I don't know, less than 10 of the 52 missions. Some of the other Empire arcs are a little bit longer. Wish you spent a little bit more time in a Mars space, but I know they're not, like, as far as the populace of the cluster, they're not, like, everyone's favorite, so I get it. Still would be cool if they spent more time there. I spent a lot of time there, obviously.
Warp drive active.
Heading to Arnon, this should be our last jump, and then we'll get docked up and see what our next mission is, finally. That's fun. It's just stuck on the gate. Gotta love it. That AI piloting, the best. Alright, let's get docked up.
Warp drive active.
Yep, almost back to Sister Alatura, and then we'll see what the heck she's got us doing next. Why is this highlighted? I don't know. Alright.
Docking permission requested.
Come on. Get in there.
Docking request accepted.
There we go. Sometimes it lands you nice and far away from the station. I guess that'd be another thing to do, is set up like a bookmarks folder specifically for this mission chain, so you can insta-dock and insta-undock with... I guess the undocking is not so much a thing that you would need, but the instant docking would be useful to help speed up the travel just a touch. That's right. I need to start conversation, and that will go away. Cool. So we need to transport some goods from here, it looks like, to here. So set destination, accept, put this in the ship, and undock. So after 22 jumps, we have to make 4 new jumps. Ah, the lights are based on what kind of station you're at. Yes. I love that so much. So the Caldari lights are blue. I assume the Galente ones would be green. Haven't been in a Galente station yet, but I'm going to make that assumption. The Amar ones would be yellow, and obviously the Minmatar ones are like a reddish color. Oh, the floating light drones. So good. Best aesthetic change they have made in such a long time. I'm officially saying that. Floating light drones. For the win. Okay, so altered identity records. Okay, cool. There we go. It's been an interesting day. I was actually out in the yard for a good portion of it, some of the morning and then like a good chunk of the afternoon. I've got some benches that I built around a fire pit in the backyard, and they've been there for probably a year now and have been in desperate need of some polyurethane so that they stop getting like sun and rain damage, especially since, you know, the hurricanes and stuff. So yeah, I finally got out there and did some sanding because, you know, all the weathering has made them less smooth than when I first made them. And used some compressed air to like blow all the sawdust off, and then went to work getting polyurethane on all of them. And yeah, it's been a process. Now tomorrow I get to do the same thing but with a different sandpaper to kind of like smooth out the surfaces. And then we'll get another coat of polyurethane, and then on Monday I'll get to do one more go around with it all, and then it should be good for a while, like a long while. So that'll be good. I'll be glad to have that done and have the benches like looking nice, and in particular not like cracking and degrading because of weathering. But yeah, it's left me a little bit, got like a couple sore spots, nothing major, just like I'm not used to kneeling down as much as I did today, and then it's a little bit tired. Like it's cool out, which is nice. Like I'm in Florida, so it's not like cold. So I'm not like out there in the snow doing this or anything. But it's still cooler. It's like in the 60s most days right now, so that's been great. But in the sunlight you can still get pretty warm, and you can also get a little sunburnt, which I think I probably am, like just a touch. Maybe not like visibly, but I can feel like a little warmth. So yeah, I'm thinking I got a little bit, and that makes you kind of tired. So feeling the effects of that just a little. But we carry on and we power through, you know. So this is a cool picture. I think this is an ocean planet. No, storm. I saw the lightning. He's a storm planet. Yeah, I didn't see her on the backside, but that's okay. Okay, so this definitely appears to be a Galente station.
Docking permission requested.
So we get to see what the lights look like in a Galente station. Instant docks for all of these stations would be like absolutely vital. And like you're only using them once every 3 months, but like it would help you do the mission so much faster. So that's something I'll have to set up, I think. Alright, so now we need to start our conversation. Okay, complete mission. We're going to request a mission. So I gotta go back over there. So after you dock, they just sort of like fly up. Okay, so they're not strictly lights. These look like scanners, like scanning drones. So I don't know if they're looking for repair opportunities. Okay, once they're done with the scan, they kind of like fly away. Or are they looking for like contraband, or like maybe just all of it? Do they come back while you're docked up, or do they just stay gone? Is it just a like when you dock thing? Doesn't look like they come back. Well, that sucks. Oh. Alright, well. Wait. No, I guess it's just a when you dock thing. It like scans you for repair opportunities, contraband, all that kind of stuff, and then they move on to the next ship that docked, I guess. Still a cool addition. I wish they stuck around, though. I think it would be cool if they just kind of, like, stayed there. But I like that they're there at all, so... And it makes sense that they go away once they're done scanning your ship. It'd be really silly for them to stay. I just like them a lot, so I guess that's why I feel that way about it, but that's alright.
Drive active.
Curious how the jump drives work. They're like a physics explanation for that. Because they're not like the Mass Effect relays of Mass Effect, I don't think. But they're not like Stargates either. Tole apparently also has a weak volatile ice storm. So if you're looking for one of those, there you go.
Drive active.
I'm like so thirsty tonight. I don't know if it's from just being out in the sun or maybe not drinking enough while I was out there, but I'm so thirsty tonight. Yeah, we're pretty much going straight up.
Drive active.
What exactly do we have to do for Winter Nexus? Enter a mining site, enter a combat site, enter an exploration site. Hit an NPC with a snowball? What? I assume that's the crate that we got on logging in today. You're gonna equip your ship with a snowball launcher. Oh my, that's funny. I will have some fun with that, I think. So I wonder if you use that on Concord, if you like get Concorded. They count that as you attacking them. Hard to say.
Drive active.
I mean, I be plenty close to NPCs all the time, so yeah, could be good fun. And then we'll have to look at the agency track and see what exactly the rewards are for doing all the stuff.
Accepted.
There might be something we have to participate in. Like, who knows? In amongst doing the dailies and all the other stuff. Okay, so let's close this for now and see what Alatora has for us. Alright, deliver Tahaki Karen to the Society of Conscious Thought Luxury Space Liner. Cool. Can do that. She in the... Yep, okay. And it's on dock. Yeah, scanning the ship. Okay, and it's different parts of the ship. It's not always the same two parts either. That's cool. I like that. Have I mentioned how much I like the scanning drones? I don't know if I've mentioned it. You are 13.4 AU away in the direction of a Stargate. which is further away, so yeah, this is not a valid deep safe location option at all. Alright, let's go open cargo, turn on our afterburner, make this a little bit faster. Lab, landing pad, battery, and elevator. Look out, elevator, bunker. And then the ships that we're heading towards is the luxury space liner. Alright, so once we get close enough, we'll have to switch back to our cargo. And then just pop her into the luxury liner there. Cool. Get docked.
Warp drive active.
We'll turn that in and see what we've got next. Yeah, living the leg just a little bit recently.
Docking permission requested.
I don't know what that's
Docking
about, but
request accepted.
I do not like it. You can run Space Engineers, you can run EVE Online. Come on. I actually have a really good computer, so I don't know what that's about. Maybe connection, something or other, but... Alright, let's complete that. Request our next mission. Destroy the Society's spy. Sure, yeah. Got to. Let's do it. Happy for a combat mission. Right now I'm really just waiting for that Dagan mission.
Warp drive active.
Like, I want to see how much faster we kill him with the right ship and equipment and skills and stuff, instead of just like... it was the same ship, but Tech 1 drones and none of this. Like, none of this. I think we had a couple lasers instead of all the missiles and projectile ammo. Right, so this, we want to orbit at like 10k. That should be fine. Let's get everyone locked up here. Alright, let's get the drones out. Start perpetrating some destruction. Okay. Block that target. Actually go orbit this guy at like 1,000 meters. Oh crap. I was not paying attention and my drone might die. Whew. Got him in just in time. That was too close. I do not want to lose any of these drones. I don't mind repairing them, but I don't want to lose them. Yeah. Last things last. Down in here under the guns. Doesn't seem to be able to hit me with while I'm this close. But I can hit it.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so this is like all the Empires making their pitch for who gets Dagan when I'm done with them. It's gonna be the Minotaur because they're the ones that I need the most standings up with, so. But thanks for playing. It was you guys last time.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And it'll probably be the Galente the next time we run this. Let's turn this in. Beat mission. Let's also do repairs while I'm thinking about it. About 5k in repairs. Love that. Let's request a new mission. Fire these items. Eliminate the squadron and bring the guy back for interrogation. Cool. Sounds good. Warp to location.
Warp drive active.
In the agency, we should have encounters, I think is where we see Winter Nexus. Oh yeah, that's definitely worth doing, because there's mining intro, combat intro. There's like skill points all over this thing. And if you get to here, you get 25 plex. If you get to here, you get 75 plex. Yes, please. Oh, we're definitely doing all that. We're definitely doing all that. Okay, so let's go orbit this guy. A lot closer than that, like 1,000 meters. Everyone else is getting targeted. So far, no one's firing at me, which is interesting. There we go. It really give you like a lot of time to get situated. Like I got so close to that guy. Alright, drones are making quick work of all these guys. This is a battle cruiser. So it should take a little bit longer. Alright, let's switch targets real quick, take out these frigates, and then we'll come back to Parthus there. Trying to nuke me out. But good luck, buddy. Got a lot of capacitor. Alright, let's bring the drones in real quick. It looks like he's shooting at them. But we're gonna break his target lock. Now he's shooting at me. so this guy is actually taking a decent amount of time, so Dagan may still take some time. I guess we'll have to see. Now my plan for Dagan is to go full on, like, missiles, projectile turrets, and drones. Like, we're just gonna hit him as hard as we can. Okay, yep. So let's recall our drones and dock.
Warp drive active.
Take that guy in for questioning. That was Amar's pitch for Dagan. Apparently they want him for something too, who knows. I mean, since the Amar is who I normally mission for, I don't know if I'll ever actually turn them in to them. Because I just don't need the standings bump with them.
Docking permission requested.
Me and the Amar are good.
Docking request accepted.
Maybe it's just that the system's busy. I'm usually in quieter systems. Let's talk to Sister Alatura, complete our mission. Request your next mission. Okay. We finally determined Dagan's location. It appears that he's outfitting another expedition. If he successfully acquires more of those drones, and worse, maintains control of them, he and his clients will be able to wreak terrible destruction across the cluster. I'm sure you can take out Dagan yourself, but it looks like he's hired some muscle. Made some Imperial contacts. Yes, they may be able to clear a path for you to engage Dagan. The Empire will want Dagan not just for justice, but for his knowledge. Accept their help, but consider delivering him into our merciful hands instead. We'll spare him and make sure his knowledge does no harm. You have to make a choice between the empires. Which one do you want to help you in taking down Dagan? Okay, so this is where you choose who you get the bump with. So this is our choice here. Set destination and accept this choice. Fabulous. I couldn't have asked for a better man for the job. So let's... I did set destination, so let's go meet up with our contact out there. It's interesting, if you don't make a choice between the four empires, you could potentially get the bump with the Sisters of Eve. Because it says you can report to her. I didn't realize that was an option. So one of these times we might have to just try that and see if it does anything. It'd be pretty cool if you could do that. I don't know if it lets you or not, but maybe it does. Who knows? Suppose we could look it up. But that's going to be a thing to do later. Alright, on to the next system.
Drive active.
And it looks like maybe one jump after this. Not hard to tell. Yeah, it'll be one more jump after this one. And I love that it's this little plus sign, because it's like, you're not going to a station. You're going to another location in the system. That's pretty cool. And onto the last system, where we will meet our contact with the Minmatar. Like I said, that's who we need the standings bumped with. I think we can see that up here at the top. Yeah, Caldari State is a 2.04. Amar is a 1.74. Valente is just a minus 0.5. So that's not bad. And then Minmatar is minus 0.82. So we need to fix this one the most right now. And we'll get there. We will get there. So that's kind of that. Like minus 0.82 is still not bad necessarily. All right. I hate that it keeps doing this. Can you track this one, please? All right, warp to location.
Warp drive active.
Now, I'm pretty sure I just need to talk to this person. I don't think there's any combat involved in this mission, per se. I'm just like, hey, I'm giving Dagan to you, but I need you to clear a path to him for me. And that's it. Take a look at the map. Nope, no deep save potential here. Start convo. Welcome back. Yeah, so acquire these goods. Dagan. Location is here, I think it's saying. So we're going to accept. Close this, and we're going to warp to location.
Warp drive active.
Gotta love it. Alright, let's do this thing. Now, he's got some friends, I know that. That's not a big deal. We'll take them out first, and then we'll focus on the man himself. Okay, so we're going to orbit him basically as close as we possibly can. Targets, we're going to get our speed up just a bit. And then we're going to lock onto him as well. Alright, he's the closest, so we'll kill him first. Next. Alright, here's the guy. Let's target him. We're going to use missiles, and we're going to be firing railguns, so do this thing. Feels like a shame to blow up a Gnosis, but what are you gonna do? Right halfway through his shields. So yeah, damage-wise, like, he's not really outputting that much, but like, his tank is crazy. Conflicting information in that window there. In the Angel Cartel. Dead Space Bounty or whatever. Pretty entertaining, actually. I mean, we're moving through his armor a lot faster than we did last time, so that's a plus. But yeah, we're throwing everything we've got at this guy. We're just absolutely hammering him. Alright, down to Hull. Yeah, he's gone. Alright, loot all. Got him. And let's warp to location.
Warp drive active.
Turn this guy in so we can get our standings bump and call it a day. At least for the arc. We'll keep missioning, but it'll be for other stuff. And once we've got the storylines done, I think we'll probably head home. I've got some missiles to manufacture. I can hit that last daily. And starting conversation. Complete mission. Quest. Deliver Dagan to the awaiting Wreath class hauler. Okay. We'll accept that. Close this and warp to location.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, just give them to you. I think you're right here. That's fine. We'll drop them off at the prison ship or whatever you got going over here. Segno Alfheim. Now let's activate the gates.
Warp drive active.
Does this have potential as a keep safe? No, not even close. Oh, that's okay. Old friend, simply deposit Dagan in the Wreath prison transport and your long journey will be at an end. No matter what you see, I must ask you to stay calm and do not fire. Okay, sure. Let's go open this cargo ship here. There's an Armageddon, Dominex, Tempest, and a Raven. So all four of the Empires gathered some battleships together. And I have a feeling they're going to just absolutely demolish this prison ship with Dagan on board. Just a guess. Is that a drone hive thing? Oh, looks like it might be. Yep, drone structure. Thanks to your help, the rogue drones need to no longer be a hindrance to our efforts. Return to your commander and tell him Dagan will no longer trouble the empires. Farewell, perhaps there is hope for your kind yet. I'm just waiting to see these battleships like demolish that transport. Maybe? It's warp to location. Maybe you have to like trigger the warp before they'll actually do it. Or maybe they just don't do it. Like the drones left, that's good. Well, I was wrong. I didn't absolutely destroy the prison transport, but what can you do? Alright, start conversation. Okay, complete mission. More drones appeared, but not attacked. Strange thing, I heard that they were truly sentient, but I never quite believed it. Something much larger going on than we realize. Regardless, you have proven yourself a friend of the Minotaur Republic. Yeah, sometimes. Whether you continue your efforts to defending the empires or forge your own empires with your fellow Capsuleers in the depths of a lawless space, know that you have proven your worth as a demigod. Okay, well. Close. I guess that's it. The end of Sisters of Eve right there. The epic arc, anyway. So, now we have some other things to attend to. This system obviously has no NPC stations. There's a player station, but I think through the opportunities window we can see all of our opportunities. So maybe in the agency? Okay, mission agents. Okay, R&D agents, mining agents. I think we distribution agents. Okay, this would help us find some. Encounters are here. You know, let's just dock somewhere and see about doing it that way.
Warp drive active.
See how far we are away from these distribution mission agents and see about going and running those real quick while we're still in the area. There's plenty enough cargo hold space for anything they're probably going to throw at us, so. Oh, this is very close to the star. Gotta love that. Red Rocket pit stop. For a second there, I thought I was going through to the other side of the star, but not so. Eventually we'll dock. Jeez. Okay, so this is one jump away. Let's set the destination there. Alright, now do they do the light drones in player-owned stations now too, or is it just the NPC stations? No, they do it in player-owned also. That's amazing. It lights up the logo, like see who you're fighting for. They've done their scan, they're on their way. Cool. Alright, so let's undock, let's head to this other agent. get that done, and then this one's 15 jumps away, which this kind of sucks, but that's all right. Jump.
Warp drive active.
This guy's vulnerable. I don't want that. Purple star. I imagine that happens, but I didn't know that. I knew you could get green. Purple's a new one. Alright, let's get docked up here.
Warp drive.
Oh, it's a Sisters of Eve Bureau. Cool. I'm sure these are dotted around all over the place out here. Okay, and this one's a Galente station instead of a Caldari station.
Docking request
Interesting.
accepted.
Okay, buddy, what do you got for me? Materials for war preparation. And who specifically am I missioning for? Escalating our production so we can increase our military strength in light of recent political upheavals in the world. Increased production requires more minerals. I want you to get 1,000 times Veldspar to one of our main production facilities. Your help will undoubtedly get a positive response from other corporate members. Okay. I guess we can do that. I don't know that 1,000 Veldspar is going to fit in the ship. So let's look at the item hangar. Are we taking this on too? So the destination. Oh, I see. So we literally have to acquire the Veldspar for you. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, let's go there to the drop-off point and just buy some. That's going to be a lot easier. I did set a destination. Oh, geez. Okay. Active. A destination. Is it the station I just came from? It is. Cool.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Way back. Alright, market. Let's get rid of this. So we are looking for manufacturing research, materials. Not minerals, we want all materials, standard ores, Veldspar, just the regular stuff. That station will probably pay more than it's worth as the mission, but cool. Let's finish this. There you go. So now we have this thing. We'll toss this in the hickory. That'll be useful once I'm Omega and I'm actually training skills instead of just like injecting skill points, but that's a weird thing. So now where are you? At destination and undock. 16 jumps away now. Hopefully you don't want me to just buy you minerals also. Because that would suck. Anyway, let's head out that way. Ooh, I do not love that sound. Also, I need to check the assets thing, make sure I didn't leave anything. No, I've got an item in Heck, but that's supposed to be there. Mar, Vita, and then, yeah, my other bases of operation, so we're good. Sometimes when you run missions, they'll give you items, and like, I personally don't notice that they give you items, so I just have like one thing all all over the place in random stations.
Drive active.
But yeah, thankfully it did not do that to us today. Also, did that complete an opportunity? No, that didn't earn us any LP. Interesting. We're gonna have to run another mission, like a normal mission, to get that one done. The storylines not give you LP either? Like, what is this? Hopefully this is a little bit closer to home and not further away. At any rate, I want to get it off of the list of available missions. So we'll just go run it. Kind of what we're doing tonight, so it makes sense. And then, yeah, we'll head towards the home system and see if we can't knock off the rest of the opportunities before we call it a night. Seems like we have time, at least right now. But it runs out quick, we know that from experience. Boy, do we ever. Okay, this is an Amar gate, so it does look like we're actually getting closer to home. That's Concord controlled system, but still seems like it might be. Well, here's the gate to R0 right there. We're going right past the Sisters of Youth Bureau, hopefully more towards MR space.
Drive active.
It looks like we've got a volatile ice storm going. I don't know. We'll look at all that stuff once we get back to base if we have time. And see exactly how to do all that. Start earning some points for the event and moving ourselves up the track. I would love to get my hands on the 100 plex, because that would help me plex my account. Plus there's a lot of skill point injections in there, which should be very nice. Because that's how we get skill points right now. And any extra opportunity to get skill points is one that we're probably going to take, so. Alright, 10 more jumps. Good.
Drive active.
That is the end of that drink. Told you, I'm very thirsty tonight. I'll have to make another one when I'm done here. We're gonna look at the agency for something. have planning. Enter a fading volatile ice field. Fresh volatile ice field or friable volatile ice field. I'm going to guess that that is a typo.
Warp drive active.
Located in a volatile ice storm in high security, low security, or null security space. You'll need ice harvesting equipment for the task ahead. Now, I'm not Omega, so I can't harvest ice. So that's kind of a no-go for us. Combat intro. Enter a White Storm forward base, muster point, or transit site located in a volatile ice storm in high, low, or null sec. Need a Tech 2 fit battle cruiser or equivalent for the fight ahead. Okay. So probably not going to be doing that either. That's into the eye of the storm. Burst through the gates. Slip through the back door. That sounds more like us.
Warp drive active.
Enter a White Storm comms relay strategic node or crypto facility located in a volatile ice storm in high, low, or null sec space. You will need a data analyzer module and a probe scanner for the task. My exploration ship has those, so that's probably how we'll get most of our points. And then target practice. Time to dust off your festival launchers. Test your snowball launching prowess on any NPC. So it looks like you can do that twice. We will probably be doing a lot of that if we're able, so. And then the exploration obviously is the other option for us right now. Nope, I don't know what that was, but jump.
Warp drive active.
And you are Mobile Depot.
Warp drive active.
El Toro. Almost there. 6 more jumps. Kind of a long way. But yeah, we'll make it there. Yeah, until then. Oh, I should probably reload all my stuff here because we used those on Dagan just a little bit. Go to the next one.
Warp drive active.
So we have missile launchers up front and our projectile turrets in the rear. I don't know if I eventually want to switch that up. Maybe. What's our fit look like? Okay, we do have 3 launchers and 2 things. So I think that works out well because it has the missile launchers clustered in the front. And if we mix it up, it's going to like change the distribution of those. Yeah, it's probably better to have it like this. That way the guns are in the back together and the missile launchers are up front together. And it all kind of makes sense. I literally changed up the way I fit the weapon systems on my arbitrator because of how they presented on the model. It was so weird. I don't know if it's just the arbitrator or if other ships do this, but it had one of the weapon systems on like one side of the ship and another weapon system on another side of the ship, and it just really tweaking out that little bit of OCD that I have for things like that. I was like, oh god, I hate this. So I literally moved around the systems to try to figure out how to get all the missiles kind of lined up symmetrical and the guns to line up symmetrical. And it's weird because there's, you know, normally it has, like, I have 3 launchers, so it technically has 6 launchers on the model. 3 on one side and 3 on the opposing side, so whichever side is closest to the enemy is the 3 that it's using for the animations and stuff. Well, on the arbitrator, the last one of the slots is unbalanced. It literally just has the model on one side. So like, the arbitrator has 2 missile launchers and 2 of the projectile turret guns. The missile launchers are on the front, and yeah, you have 2 top, 2 bottom, and that makes sense. But the guns, you have, I think it's 2 top, 1 bottom. And I've looked all over the model, and that 4th gun is just nowhere to be found. So I don't know. It's an unusual model, and I think that's one of the reasons I love it so much, because it's just different from what you come to expect from all the other ships. So yeah, next time you're in your arbitrator, take a look at that whole thing. See if you can find that extra emplacement, weapon emplacement, because like I couldn't. It's either 2 top, 1 bottom, or 2 bottom, 1 top. I think it's 2 top, 1 bottom, but I'm not positive. When we get back to the station, we'll take a look at it and see what we're looking at. But yeah, it's just it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Well, let's get docked up and finally see what this distribution mission is about.
Active.
Is it the Republic University, or is there another station like right here somewhere? No, it's the university. Cool. Oh, I live in one of the stations. Nice. Mine's a DET testing facility, though.
Requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, let's see what they've got for us. Alright, escalating our production so we can increase... Okay, so they want 1,000 Veldspar, and they want it dropped off here, looks like. So let's accept that. Close this. Go to the markets. Buy ourselves some more Veldspar. Yeah, I'm gonna pay an arm and a leg because we're on station for it, but that's fine. 42,000 is really, yeah, it's fine. It's nothing for me, and I don't have the ship to transport it, so complete mission and close. Cool. So now let's head back in the direction of our base. Okay, it's only 29 jumps from here, so we were moving closer to it, which is excellent. That was a little bit of extra standing for the Minmatar. I would assume this is a Republic University, so kind of makes sense. Let's actually see where where we stand with them now. Okay, with the Minmatar Republic, we are now up to 0.15, so actually positive relations. After the Sisters of Eve increase and the 2 storyline missions, yeah, not too bad. Down here, public fleet is actually even better. This is the one that we're interested in. Currently a 3.79. Base standings 3.25, and then we get a connections bonus of 0.0 or 0.54. Okay. Yeah, and obviously like a bunch of missions completed and what have you. And eventually we'll unlock 4s and 5s by standings, but you have to be Omega to run 4s, so at least for security missions. I don't know if that works the same way for mining and distribution missions, or if it's just security missions. At the same time, like, I don't think I have the ships for mining and security missions at that level either. So yeah, it's just one of those things. On to the next gate. Alright, so the thing that we got today, Yule's Ascent firework crates. It contains Yule's Ascent fireworks and a festival launcher. Cool. So how do we get snowballs? I guess is the question. Because we would like to shoot snowballs with a festival launcher at NPCs, because that's a good way to move forward in the event. Is that some of the rewards? Skill points, stuff. The booster crate. Maybe in there. Ice Storm Filaments crate. Fuels Festival Brain Freeze crate. I want so many of these skill points, and I want these. A lot of points to get there, though. We're gonna have to hit this hard for the whole event, I think. But I'm pretty confident that we can do it. Seeing as how we don't even have a T1 battlecruiser set up yet, like I have this goes to fly one. But yeah, don't have one set up yet, don't own one yet. Have the money for it, but just haven't made that leap. We just got the cruiser after all, so. Alright, I think that's officially gone now. These ice storms are everywhere. Strong volatile ice storm. Okay, there's a forward base. That's what they're talking about, but I definitely cannot scan those or take on those combat things. At least not by myself. Maybe in a fleet. I wonder if you can like fleet up and do it. That might be a fun thing to do with the corporation. There are signatures here also. So we find one of these sites that has the volatile ice storms going on. That's probably where we're trying to scan down the data sites for the event. And we'll probably just stay in high sec for that. I think it was I think the event is specific to high, low, and null. Volatile ice storm in high security, low security, or null security space. Yeah. Does not mention day space at all. Mr. Snowball launching prowess on any NPC. But yeah, just gotta figure out exactly where to get snowballs from. That might be an Ask the Internet question, so let's take a look at that. What? That's 23. I'm looking to see if there's anything. Like, this is the first day of the event, so
Drive active.
how does one get snowballs? Okay, that's not helpful. After we make this next jump, let's check the market and see if they're in there. I would say there's a good chance that they are. And if we can just spend some money to get more progress in the event, we'll probably just do that. So let's look at the
Active.
market here. And let's close all of this. Special edition assets. Yule Festival Snowball. Looks like there are 288. 14 jumps away. And they are 9,500 ISK a piece. How do we get these? Used with display launcher and festival launcher. Okay, makes sense.
Drive active.
Snowball is large enough to fit snugly into a festival launcher, and firing it at another ship would probably be a lot of fun. The annual Yule Festival has come to have some traditions in common with winter celebrations on several of the homeworlds of New Eden, including snowball fights. Is there a blueprint for these? Because, like, if I can manufacture these, that would be fantastic. We are moving closer to the sell point. Doesn't seem like there's
Drive.
a blueprint for these. So, like, how exactly do you get them? I would probably buy all of these. Like, if I was going to... How much is that? 2.73... 2 million? Almost not even quite 3 million. I'm really thinking I might just go ahead and buy those, because, like, I've got the money. I actually need to go back through the gate that I was just in. Okay, so we switched regions. So let's go back through that gate real quick. And buy our snowballs. Yeah, because this particular region... Although I bet Domain has some. Where did this go? Lashes. Okay, let's continue on our way. I'm gonna write down the name of the system that will get us into the right region for those snowballs if we don't find any in Domain. Just in case. Because, like, if I can drop 2 million on some snowballs and make event progress that way, I'm totally good with that. Like, that's chump change. We've got 229 million just sitting in the bank right now. Now, I know compared to a lot of people, that's not a lot. I had a lot more, I spent it on Plex, so just... It's not as though I have nothing. I think my character is worth quite a bit. Total net worth, yeah, 2.6 billion ISK. The values are based on average market price updated every 12 hours and inclusive of all Plex and assets. Corporation assets and blueprints are excluded. Oh, that's interesting, because I actually have blueprints too, so technically it could be higher than that, but like I have fully researched blueprints. Not things most people would want, like it's I have a fully researched standard container blueprint, and I'm working on a fully researched giant secure container blueprint. So like I said, not things that people would normally like go after, so they're probably not worth a ton. But yeah, I have those, and I have other blueprints that are not researched yet, but I'm working towards those. Blueprint originals, for the record, not copies or anything. Like to get myself a nice library of blueprint originals, but that's a whole process, and one that we're still working on. I think I don't have a venture blueprint. I think I have the blueprints for all of the Amar frigates. I have a blueprint for this. I have a blueprint for the arbitrator. That's probably my most valuable blueprint right now. I have blueprints for a lot of the containers, different missiles and ammunitions, you know, all that kind of stuff. I think the 4 Empire shuttles, I have the blueprints for all those. At least the Amar one, I know I have that. I think I have the others too, but I'm not positive. But yeah, just things that I felt like I would need, and I'll continue to work towards all of that. Where are we now? Still in Devoid? Okay. When the region changes over, I'm going to check the market and see if we have snowballs available in that region. We're going to end up in Domain. Sad for all you people living in Devoid that you don't have access to snowballs. That kind of sucks. Amar is like the second biggest trade hub in the game though, so if anyone's going to have snowballs, they probably will. And hopefully they'll have them for cheaper than the 9,500 that the other place had them for. That would be good. And honestly, like, if we can get a good deal on them and snatch a bunch up, then we might pick them up on the way home. Find ourselves a nice combat encounter or an L3 mission or something, and Swap our missile launchers for festival launchers. I think that crate only gives you one, so I might have to buy a second festival launcher too, but something to look at. Please don't kill me and a rogue, okay? Interesting ship name, friend. What the heck are you doing in your rogue that you're begging people not to kill you? Ooh. Armaband? That's cool. Wait a second. It gave me the pilot information? Is this new? Hang on. So this is the Providence. Show info. Holy crap, it gives you the pilot information. From D-Scan. This is new, right? I thought that these displays and stuff looked new. Also, Providence. Gorgeous looking frigate. Probably my favorite out of all of them. I know it's super impractical, but I really, really love it. Ah, so good. Freighter. I said frigate. Freighter. Gorgeous looking freighter. But yeah, you can get the pilot information from D-Scan. What? What? Since when? Is that only a high-sec thing? Can you not do it in wormholes still, or? Oh, we're gonna have to test this next time we're in a wormhole and we see someone on D-Scan. We're just gonna have to take the risk of sitting there and see if we can look up the pilot info from the D-Scan results. Because like I had a feeling that interface that it gives you is a lot more decorative, but I didn't know they added the little tag there so you can get the pilot info. That's interesting. Yeah, so now you see someone on D-Scan, you can find out exactly who they are, who they work for, what their security status is, all that kind of stuff. Hmm. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot more information than we were able to get before. Oh, we got a red pilot. Who are you? Sam Swallow. I've seen you before. Yep, Fanta Logistics. They just camp that gate, or what? Okay, we're officially in domain, so let's take a look at the... Yeah, there's snowballs here. They're a lot more expensive here. Dang. So let's actually... I only had like 17 and however many. Okay, so we're gonna stop the ship once we're out of warp, and we're gonna go back to the system that puts us in the region where there's the super cheap snowballs, and we're gonna go get them. Ship stopping, good. So let's go to the map. Yeah, because if I can get a bunch, like 200 something for 2 million instead of like 17 for 100 million, then I'm definitely going to do that. I do need to look up the system information to make sure it's not like luring me to low sec or something. Okay, but let's go back. I know this is taking us a little bit longer, but I need me some snowballs. And the person who's selling those ones clearly hasn't realized the value yet and jacked up the price. So we're on our way to go take advantage of that. Assuming we can get there safely. Because, like, I'll even throw 100 million at it if I have to, but if I don't have to, well then, yeah. Man. And I'm glad I didn't outright buy them because, like, I didn't check to see if it was like a low sec trap. And I feel now that, like, it might be because it just seems like it might be one of those things. So, yeah, we're gonna go back. We're gonna see. It puts us in the derelict region. Alright, well, that's where we're trying to get to. Is there a way to open it up so we can see outside of the region? I mean, we're going to keep jumping anyway, because it's obviously over in that area. Okay, so that's that stuff. Okay, filters. Okay, so you can select solar system or region, but region as big as it goes. Okay, well, good to know. I know there's sites that, like, have access to everything. But yeah, as far as Eve goes, like in-game, you gotta be in the region to see the prices of everything in that region, so. See what we can find in the derelict region. Like, honestly, even if I could pick up, like, I'll probably keep them for the event, but like once I'm done with the event, if I have some left over, I could actually sell them in a mar and turn a profit, because they're just selling for way more there. Yeah. Cool jump. The blue, that has good standing. Oh yeah, Gray Frog. I think we have used them to do some big moves for us in the past, so at the very least we know who they are, what they're about, and we're not interested in attacking them at any juncture, so they've got the positive standings there. Catch me. And an Emperor called Yup. Lumbar Fist. That's fun. Gotta love that. Yes, Gray Frog bureaucracy is like a hauling corporation, very much like space truckers. So cool. But they'll take your stuff anywhere, which is crazy to me. So yeah, like high sec, low sec, null. I don't know if they do JSpace or not, but I know they'll take your stuff to null if that's what you want.
Warp drive active.
So good way to get your stuff to wherever you're moving to, if you can afford it. Why does this keep highlighting? Really don't know. Yeah, so far we are not doing well as far as getting our daily opportunities completed. We will get to that once we finish with this little side quest here. And we are almost in position to see where these things are at and know if it's something we want to try and accomplish or not. Okay, slasher here. Who are you? Manta? Yeah. They like to gate camp along this route, and I assume they're looking for far juicier targets than what I am. Got a combined 93,200 ISK worth of stuff in my cargo hold. And then the ship itself is probably not worth a ton. Yeah, 14.4 million ISK. Pretty much pocket change for most players, especially ones that are doing gate camps like that. They go after the, if they're going to get popped for their activities, they're definitely going to be going after juicier targets than myself. I love the warp animations. They're kind of cool. Anyone had the graphics glitch where the warp tunnel doesn't like appear and like the engine effects don't turn on or anything? You just sort of go faster, but it just looks like you're moving at a normal pace through space until you are actually right on top of whatever you're warping to. But like the tunnel doesn't show up. It's just like regular space. It looks so weird. Maybe it's just my computer, but who even knows? Obi. I mean, it's a good name for an obelisk. It makes sense. I'd probably spell mine O-B-I, though, in making that Star Wars reference. But that's just me. Okay, so we are in the system we want to be in. Let's look at the markets. Okay, there's one entry. Like I said, give me the location info. Ah, I knew it. You jerk. I'm so glad I didn't buy those. Oh, I didn't even think to look at the system info. Okay. Yeah, that's a low sec trap. Dirty. Absolutely dirty. Okay, let's head home. What is here? Oh, jeez. See what I mean? I do these missions and then I get items and leave them behind. 11 jumps away. Fine, let's go get it. I mean, you know what? No, we're not gonna do that right now. This is 18 jumps away, but it's more like where we're trying to go. Yeah. I was saying, like, I was thinking I could run a mission there, but I can't manufacture anything there. I can't scan anything there. So, for the opportunities, that doesn't work out. Man, that's so dirty, doing the low sec trap like that. Ah, not cool. Not cool. Like, I feel like I'm a fairly veteran player at this point, and I almost got caught by that. I would have found my way there eventually. It would have taken me a while.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I mean, compared to the domain prices, it was just like, there's no way. Like, that's way too good to be true. And it is. So there you go. So watch out for that, guys. If you're on the market and you see a price that's way too good to be true, it's probably a low sec trap. Check that system info. Find out where you have to go to pick that up. Number of jumps and price is not everything. Being able to actually get there and pick it up is a big part of it. Sorry about that. Yeah, so we'll get back to our system. I'm definitely going to run at least one mission so I can get the 50 or more loyalty points. Probably will get a lot more than 50, at least I hope so. And we will manufacture an item also, and that should get us our dailies officially completed. But yeah, we're actually on good terms with the Minotaur again, so that's good. It's still like 0 point something, but it's a positive 0 point something, so I think it's like a 0.8 something. We can look. Nope, 0.15. It's not a 0.8 anything. But it's better than negative point or negative 0.8 whatever it was before, so yeah, much better. Oh, there's still standings modifications pending on those. And some of these, actually. Interesting. On to the next one. I guess they just sit on the gates and, like, wait for people to come by that look like juicy targets. I don't usually judge the activities of others and the fun of others and all that, but like high sec ganking as people go through gates, like, is that really the most fun that you could be having with EVE Online? I don't know. I don't think that would be fun. That's just me. Just sitting there waiting and then reporting to your corporation that a juicy pinata came by, and then which gate they're going to, and they jump him with like 8 or 10 or however many Alpha Strike destroyers. and blow them up before they get concorded, and then they get concorded, and other cargo ships come and pick up all the stuff. And then you go and do it again. Like, why? I mean, I know why. It's profitable. And if it's profitable, someone's going to do it, but... I just... I don't know. It doesn't seem fun to me. So, it's not anything I would ever engage in. And honestly, like... it's one of those things that no matter how much I try to understand, I don't get it. Like, the only thing I can see is the profit. And like, if you have to split it between that many people, like, is it really all that profitable anymore? I just don't know. I guess it depends on what you're destroying. And I know CCP allows it because it's a PvP game, and people have found a way to make it so that PvP, like, PvP is enabled everywhere. There are consequences for it, but it's enabled everywhere. So if you can find a way around being concorded, or if being concorded just doesn't matter that much to you, well, then you're free to PvP anywhere you want. That's the game. But yeah, I think there's a lot of other content that has to be so much more interesting and engaging than that. Like, if you want a PvP, that's great. Like, you go do faction warfare or something and have a much more interesting PvP experience. Attacking unarmed and basically defenseless cargo transports, not even attacking, like alpha striking them in high sec to build them up before they have a chance to apply any defenses. Like, is that worth it? I don't feel like that would be worth it. But that's just me. Yeah, do what while warping? Not doing anything. And I'm not condemning. I'm sure it's fun for someone. And like, I'm not gonna poop on someone else's fun. But I don't get it. And like, if it's the only part of EVE that you've tried, like you signed up with a corporation and that's what they do, so you just do that and you don't really do anything else, man, I'm begging you, try other parts of the game. You might find that there's something more fun to do than that. Just my 2 cents. And like, I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of getting in the rut of like one activity. When I started on my first character, I was like, I'm here to mine, and that is it. Well, and do industry stuff like blueprints and whatever. I still do that stuff because I like it, I enjoy it, but it's not the only thing I do. I also do missions, I do exploration, like the wormhole exploration. When I was Omega for 7 days, I did the planetary interaction. Heck, I've even tried Project Discovery. Not my thing, but I tried it. Like, go out there and try some other stuff. I've said it before in here, like, eventually I will try faction warfare, I promise. PvP is not usually my thing, and I will probably be terrible at the actual PvP. Like, I can go into a relatively quiet system and just capture facilities and like be successful in faction warfare in that way, but the actual PvP aspect, I will probably be very bad at. Nevertheless, I will eventually try it. So yeah, it's just get out there and try something new. find the thing that is the most fun for you, and then figure out how you can do it all the time. Like for me, honestly, missions is probably the most fun thing that I do. Well, mining and then missions. But like I still do exploration because it feeds into some of that, especially the mining. Because like you scan down a wormhole, you go in, scout it out, make sure it's clear, as clear as you can make sure a wormhole is. And then you bring in your mining ship and you mine the gas, you mine the ores. And then I can bring in a combat ship or on the combat sites. Like there's a lot of content that the exploration unlocks that for me is actually more interesting than the exploration itself. But you have to do the exploration to unlock that content. Plus, the exploration sites themselves help fund doing that other stuff. But once you get good, obviously, like those other things can kind of fund themselves. At least the combat. Even if you're in like the best mining ship, I don't know. There's things that are more profitable. There just are. But yeah, it's one of those things you can, if it's fun for you, even if it's not the most profitable thing, like do that. And maybe find some other things that are like almost as fun to and more profitable that you can do to like pay for the fun thing and do it as much as you can. Like I used exploration money to buy an apocalypse and put a bunch of mining lasers on it so I can have more fun mining than I do in adventure. And part of the fun is just how ridiculous it is to be mining in a battleship. Because it is ridiculous. Like that's the fun. I don't know. Let's get out there and try some stuff. See what is the most fun for you. Like I used to be terrified of the wormhole stuff. Like I was 100%. I would go in there and immediately be ganked. Like immediately. Now I go at them all the time, and it's like some of the best content in the game. And like, yeah, it's a risk, but like, you can get amazing ore in there. You can get the gas clouds in there. There's all these like fantastic exploration sites in there, and the combat sites are so good. It's well worth the risk in my mind. When a wormhole pops up in system, or you know, close to wherever I'm at, to just pop in there, see what's up, do the sites I can do on my exploration ship, and then come back with the appropriate ship to do the rest of it. And had I never branched out and done something that like I thought was scary, I would never know how much fun it is to do that thing. And maybe you'll try something and it'll be awful. So that's okay, but at least you tried. But yeah, get out there and just give something a try. Because you just don't know what you're missing until you try it. For the record, I'm talking about Eve online as a game. I'm not talking about like real. I mean, this applies to real life too, obviously. With notable exceptions. Like there's certain things that you can know ahead of time you should not try because they are bad for you. And I'm not going to go into depth into what those things are. I think it's pretty obvious the kinds of things that I am talking about. So don't go try those things. You might like them, but they're bad for you, and you should do them. On EVE Online, none of it's bad for you necessarily. And it's just about finding what part of it is the most fun for you. So in here, like in the game, try everything and just see what sticks. Can't hurt anything. Alright, let's dock up, unload the ship, hop into the arbitrator. Well, we're gonna start manufacturing some stuff first. We'll just put that run in. I'm not gonna worry about waiting around for it to finish, because once you put it in, it completes the opportunity. So that's a nice thing. Glad you don't have to like wait for it to be done. But then we'll hop in the arbitrator, take it over to the Artishapur family station and see what mission they have for us tonight. Because we can definitely earn at least 50 loyalty points, probably a lot more, even from just running one mission. So that's what we'll do. And that'll be 2 of our 4 opportunities done, and we'll have skill points to play with. I think we'll actually finish off the skill that we're trying to train right now. Alright, so quickly, let's get this organized. That goes in ammo. Those stay here. Some metal scraps. I do have an implants container now, so that's fun. This will go in modules. That's fine. And this will go in modules. I think that's everything. It is. Okay, so let's get into the Wasp Nest Willow, our shield tanked arbitrator. Look, it's not bonused for armor. Okay? It doesn't get any bonuses to armor tanking. So there's no reason that it needs to be armor tanked. And the passive shield tank works very well on it. Plus, it gives me these low slots for, well, at least one of them for drone damage, instead of basically requiring all of them for an armor tank. So it makes it a more effective drone carrier to do it this way. Nice to be in a proper ship again. I love my Dragoon, and I was very hesitant to like move out of it and up into the next tier of ship, but I'm glad I did. The arbitrator is very awesome, and it gives me a lot more opportunities than the Dragoon did. Because like the combat sites and wormholes, the Dragoon was not doing that. At least not well. The arbitrator is much better suited for all that. Yep, you've got stuff for me. It's in the next system over. 883 loyalty points. Find the repair station at the location your agent gives you and attack and destroy it. It may or may not be guarded. Well, this is a level 3 mission, so I have a feeling it's going to be guarded. But that's cute. It may or may not be guarded. That's funny. Like, I'm almost positive that it's going to be guarded.
Drive active.
That is a long ship. Tyrion Mark 5. Just an outrageously long ship. Very, very long ship. I think that's like basically the biggest hauler that an alpha can use. Is the Arteron Mark 5. I'd have to look at it, but I'm pretty sure that's like the biggest hold that you can get access to as an alpha. This is 23.7 away, but it's in the direction of this gate, so that is definitely not going to be a deep safe candidate. Of that I am certain. Okay, well, let's go orbit this thing. And we'll turn on the afterburner so we can get there a little faster. 38 kilometers is quite the distance. I mean, I can lock it from here. And I guess I could launch my medium drones and just start having at it. If it turns out it's completely unguarded, I'm going to be absolutely flabbergasted. I was like, no way is that unguarded. Alright, come back. Alright, let's go orbit this. Alright, who's webbing me? Okay, we can turn this off, turn this on. Honestly, let's unlock the rest of these towers that are further away. And we can unlock this. Oh, this one. I'm gonna get rid of the destroyers. There we go. Then we can look at the cruisers that are nearby. Oh, I should probably launch this so I can start clearing up the wrecks and stuff. I actually want the drones to come back so we can launch the mediums and start taking out the cruisers. I am not moving fast. That's for darn sure. Okay. Interesting. Man. They're like heavily tanked. Okay, switch to this one. With this one, I can also hit with missiles. At the range that it's at right now. So that should help beat the tank on that guy. Holy crap! He repairs fast. Okay, missile battery, stasis tower. Okay. I feel like I'm being punked here. Let's... Are those, like, not destroyable? Just target the stupid station. Go kill the station. I wonder if the repair station is, like, remotely repairing them. Possible. Okay, let's start approaching the stasis tower. I want it to be in drone range by the time I'm ready to attack it. I think my range is like 40 kilometers for the drones. I'll take a little more shield damage with that off, but faster will last a little bit longer. Okay, we can unlock this. I want to lock for this one. Yeah, tracking disrupt does not matter that much. Alright, we're gonna have to turn that off. Let the shields be for now. I think they're almost done with this. Then maybe the cruisers won't be so hard to kill. Alright, great. Yep, that was it. we can actually unlock this because it's still pretty far away. And let's get the shield hardener back on because we're taking a lot of heat here. Hit that mercenary lieutenant. Wait, no. He's nice and close now. I don't know how the medium frigates will do against the medium drones. Pretty good, I guess. Alright, now we can probably turn this off. Most of the heat is gone. And let's turn on the afterburner so we can close the distance with this guy. Alright, we can turn that back off because we're close enough now. Once this is dead, we're going after this because moving at 60 something meters per second is not working for me. Alright, go get him. Certainly not helping with the speed tanking at all. There we go. Ay, caramba. That's got us a little bit more mobile. Yeah, battlecruiser might be beneficial for these missions. But the cruiser is actually doing really well. I'm very impressed with it. Looks like we used 18 missiles, not too bad. I was trying to repair, but did not quite make it. We forgot to manufacture an item, didn't we? Alright, well. Close. Not quite there. There we go. Looks like 40 kilometers might be about their range as well. Okay. Alright, since we got a little distance to go for this one, I'm gonna watch this explosion. Gotta love that. Alright, let's get the afterburner on so we can get there a little bit faster. There's some rocks in the area. I wonder if they're actually explorites. Feldspar. And that's it. Okay. But you could mine this mission if you wanted to. Good to know. You just don't turn it in. You come out here with your mining ship. Usually the quantities on these are pretty low. So, generally not worth it. But if you wanted to, you could. 81 notifications. My goodness. Alright, that's cleared out. Alright, let's get them attacking this thing. And we should head down towards our MTU. There we go. Alright, come back. I get pulled here shortly. Oh, that's a cool explosion, actually. The little star. So cool. Let's open this. Oh my, yep. You did get a couple things, didn't you? Cargo container is almost here. And once it's there, it's basically it. We can turn this off. Alright, who knows what that was, but let's go ahead and scoop this. That will create a new cargo container with all of that stuff in it. Going to save the location of. Change the names of these. Didn't used to have the online thing. So that's interesting. Also, we can pull our locations back up. Now that we're not doing the epic arc. But let's try to loot as much of this as we possibly can. We might be able to take it all. Looks like we are. Cool. And let's go turn in our mission.
Warp drive active.
And let's stack everything. That should replenish my missiles, actually. Yeah, now we have 82 extra. So that's good. So much stuff. Medium compact Bass's cap battery. That's actually quite useful. I think I've bought a couple of those. Enduring explosive shield hardener. Compact EM shield hardener. Honestly, I don't know how much of this stuff I will end up using, but I've been collecting it, so I guess
Warp drive
one of these days, maybe. EFFA, compact assault damage control. That's cool. Hull damage resistance 25%, armor 7.5%, and shield damage 5%. Nice. I do like a damage control. Got one on my Dragoon. Helps make it a little less squishy. Destroyers are just not known for their
docking permission requested.
solid hulls, but
Docking
they do a
request
lot of damage.
accepted.
Alright, and we've got basically 1 minute. So we will turn in this mission, dock at the other station, and manufacture something so our opportunities are done, and call it a night. And what a night it has been. Let's close this, undock. And let's get docked up at the station we currently call home.
Drive active.
I feel like, so I can just attack these, right? Fine, foul. Standings. Security status 1.5. Yeah, I don't know if what he did to get said status, but I would not be flying a cargo ship
Docking
around
request accepted.
like that with that status. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so we are officially back in our station. Let's go to the industry thing here. That's still running. That's fine. We're gonna put in one of our light missile things to manufacture, and 10 runs. That's good. We'll start. That's our air daily goals completed. So let's pop those real quick. Perfect. So not only did we finish the Sisters of Eve epic arc and the two yes, here's the Amar lights. They are in fact yellow. I love that. We finished the Sisters of Eve epic arc and the two storyline distribution missions that we got during the completion of the arc. But we also did our dailies for the air opportunities thing. So, been a good night. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. Like I said, we do have the charity going on. If you wanted to do last minute donations to that is a-okay with me. It's a great organization and one that I support. It is 1 on top and 2 on bottom. Yeah, so you have 1, 2, and then this 1, and I for the life of me, and then there's 2 here. Okay, so it's that there's an extra gun, not that there's a missing gun. So there you go. Because if we look at the fit, there it is. I should only have 4, not 5. But Yeah, we have those two. We have the two on the bottom on this thing. And then this one right here in the back. So it just gives you an extra gun on the model. I don't know. It's interesting. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, we're calling it a night. Thank you all for watching. Since there's a couple of us, I guess we can look at doing a raid. So let's see if there's even anyone streaming right now that is worth raiding. Not for anyone that we're currently following. What? Okay, the title of their stream is Friday Night Chill, and it's Thursday. Okay, I don't want to support piracy. Hate watch. There we go. I think that we can definitely raid this channel. So this is a new player to EVE Online. Be nice, definitely follow if you are enjoying their content. And yeah, just be good people. But let's go ahead and do the raid, and hopefully you guys enjoy.
Good on there. Select all these. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hold on. Oh, fuck, I can't see that. Shit. 1 second, chat. Hold on. Whoops. Whoop. Alright, you're firing. There we go. Okay, let me bring that up. Sorry, I didn't see who that was. Pastor! Pastor, thank you so much for the raid, buddy. I appreciate you. Welcome to the 3 viewers. Thank you so much, bud. Welcome everybody to the Burrito Gang. We are noobs in space. We are figuring stuff out, but welcome everybody to the stream. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's see. So, selecting over real quick. I didn't.
You don't have any ammo. It's reloading right now.
How do I know when it's?
You'll see it. You'll see it reload.
Computer. Jesus Christ! How long does it take to reload?
You gotta hit the button again to start shooting.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was to reload. Okay, never mind.
It reloads on its own. Once it runs out, you have to hit it to
Okay.
reactivate it,
Okay.
or
gotcha.
hit the number 1.
Gotcha. Okay. No, that's what I
Hit
was
it
waiting
again.
for.
Hit it again.
All right, guys. Well,
There you go.
that's got us going. Like I said, enjoy the stream there. It's always fun to see people getting started. So it should be a good time. Until next time, next Wednesday for EVE Online, but next Sunday for the next stream.
Yeah, we're figuring
That's
it
it.
out, slow and steady.